Chairman of the Alliance for Change, Attorney at Law Nigel Hughes, believes that citizens in neighborhoods can no longer depend on the police to protect and serve them if elements within the force continue to operate out of control. Hughes was speaking at a press briefing on the shooting death of 18-year-old Shaquille Grant. He expects that murder charges will be brought against the officer involved. Grant was shot twice in what Hughes described as an execution. Hughes was speaking from statements given to him by an eyewitness. He said the woman does not want her identity to be known.
I do not believe as a society that we can continue to sit down and have the police execute people and do nothing about it. The reality is, after Linden, the law enforcement authorities and the government were afforded more than enough time to have charges brought for what was clearly a murder. People were shot in their back. This is less than, what, 2 months, less than 2 months since the last execution, and nothing has happened. And therefore, those elements of society who believe that they enjoy impunity from prosecution must know that their days are very, very numbered. Because in this case, we will be sharing with the Director of Public Prosecutions directly the evidence we have, because we expect the charges for murder will be brought.
Hughes also expressed his condemnation on the police's initial statement on the shooting. The police are saying that the men were planning a robbery when the ranks swooped down on them. According to the police, there was an exchange of gunfire and Grant was killed.
We in the Alliance for Change wish to express our condemnation of the excuse offered by the police, which is that the men were planning a crime, because I think the citizens of Guyana need to be very keenly aware that even if people were sitting down conspiring to commit a criminal offense, that is not a basis for them to be executed by the police, irrespective of whether or not a weapon was found there. In our examination of the crime scene today, we found absolutely no bullet holes or any other evidence to indicate or support the fact that any weapon was fired by any of these young men.
Grant's mother, Shanette, said that her son had no conviction. She spoke of her days of toiling to raise him as a single parent. What she wants now is for justice, and called on the Commissioner of Police, Leroy Brummel, to investigate the matter in the right way.
All I need for my son is justice. I don't even want the policeman be in jail, truly speaking. That was my only son. The father for that child and me separated when I was 6 weeks pregnant. I've been a hairdresser all my life. I travel from St. Lucia to Guyana to Trinidad. I can give you a list of places I work, teaching cosmetology, doing hair, all to maintain my 2 children. The 3rd child just come a few years ago. I did everything in my power to give my children what was best. There is nothing, I know substitute. Even if they would want to offer some kind of money, money cannot replace my child life. What about the other 4 youths they have locked up in the at Breakdown lockup? What about the other youths? What about somebody else's child?
Romel Brothers was also shot during the police operation and is now in the Breakdown lockups. His mother said that he's crying out for pain, but the police is not saying what he's being held for and what will be the police's next move.
Just inhuman, very inhuman. They don't have any feelings for anybody. They don't have any feelings. It's very cruel.
The police shooting of the young man have angered residents in the community who believe that some members of the police force are bent on being unprofessional in the conduct of their duties. Reporting for Capital News, Royston Drakes.